Hello everyone, my name is Captain Jack and welcome to Space Engineers. We're here on Space Engineers Serenity today, a behind the scenes episode. Sadly we don't have an episode 3 today as I'm currently away at Insomnia 61, which is a gaming festival here in the UK. You can add up my Snapchat, Captain Jack YT, to follow my behind the scenes adventures while that. I'm also vlogging an event, so expect a few videos of that out in the week. But I thought I'd do this quick behind the scenes episode today while we're still working and writing episode 3 of Serenity, because it's a bit of a bigger episode. Contains a few more scenes externally rather than just forward, and I'm going to run you some behind the scenes of the location we're currently in, this lovely skybox which we also use in Film Discovery. That planet overlooks so real. But basically running today what's going on here and the next steps in what's happening in Serenity and then the next series. So obviously we know from Planet Wars where that left off, Serenity and Eclipse were drifting through space. Space in Serenity picks up 2 months on 10 days I believe, I can't remember off the top of my head, where Commander Ford wakes out of his cryotube, which is located in here, and he begins to document what's happened to the Serenity and how it got to Admiral Jack, Grand Admiral Jack, and Captain Venom on the Planet Wars planet. And while Serenity is journeying there, it faces fighters and stuff along the way, comes across shadow forces. Obviously they speak about Admiral Williams actually constructing the Serenity in Task Force Epsilon. Also, last episode, episode 2, was the first time we actually had shown Admiral Adam Williams on screen before. Before that, we just mentioned him 101 times throughout the Space Engineers stories, which is pretty cool. So obviously Serenity is just how we left it in Planet Wars. It says a lot of battle scarring along here. For instance, where the Shadow Carrier's laser burned in there, all the armor plating's still ripped out here like that. Loads of dents and stuff going on here. Some stuff has been obviously welded back up and grinded down. A thruster down here is still on fire. Well, it's not on fire anymore, it's just been taken down. These turrets, there's both a turret missing there. I know 2 of these back here are broken. We also see the phases been melted into the sort of bulkheads there. Also the massive hull breach which was occurred is even over here as well. This is one giant thing which play an important role in the next series to come. You see this giant blown out here, and this stairwell is also offline as well, due to the fact, it can't be accessed because, it's all been burnt out. So that's all closed off. You can't actually access through the doors, they're all shut. Say warning bulkhead sealed. I think this is warning bulkhead sealed, isn't it? Yeah, hull breach detected, door sealed. Obviously this section of the ship's also sealed off by bulkheads, simply because it's not pressurized. So you've got giant hull breach here, this door's been blown out, so this all vents out here. Door here as well, it's stuck half open with some oxygen tanks in them. See, they're starting to run low. Serenity's resources and Eclipse resources will actually run low in the voyage across to the next series, simply because the ships weren't meant for long exploration. Serenity expended a lot of its resources fighting the shadows while on the Planet Wars planet, which I actually called X-38. So the official designation, or the shadow designation of the Earth-like planet as some are calling it, is actually X-38, because it's Project X-38 by the Shadow Man. Eclipse on the other hand, Eclipse is doing quite well. Obviously the shadows repaired it the last season when DJ took over. Now most of it just sits dormant. I do love taking screenshots on the ship, they are very cinematic, things like this, I love this shot. The lens flare coming off the sun, and then looking to the bridge is extremely cinematic. But obviously the Eclipse still lays dormant. DJ is based on here, yet he does extend himself to the Serenity as well. We've got cryotubes, and obviously Jack and Venom are located in those as well. All the screens are off, Jack's ready room's in complete darkness. The room in here, we've got nothing in here either. There was meant to be the artifact. Obviously, the artifact was originally carried in here before, the Eclipse crashed. But now this is the upgraded version of the Eclipse. This is what the Shadow's upgraded. We've got lots more engine stuff in here. Obviously, the whole engineering section of the Eclipse was rebuilt per the original one. Obviously, the original one still had the ion thrusters and the sage thrusters. This one now includes hydrogen thrusters. It still has the sage thrusters though. So yeah, the Eclipse is actually still in working order, which is brilliant, because when it comes to next season, the Eclipse will be quite vital. Serenity on the half island, we only still have 2 fighters left. We do have a third left, however that's stored in the Serenity's hangar bay, which I'm going to show you now. So the hangar bay plays a important role in the series to come. Although we do technically have, or meant to have, another fighter in here as well as another Valkyrie, obviously space permits we can't have that, so we kind of just say we have to have it. So in the hangar bay we've got 2 Valkyries, obviously there's only one here, one's meant to be here, but obviously we can't fit it in, and we also have the Planet Wars Wyvern. A lot of people thought we left the Wyvern behind when we left, but no, we actually took it with us. So therefore the next season will include the Wyvern a bit more, and hopefully we're going to see what's going to happen to the Fateful ship. A lot of people like this ship, and I'm thinking of releasing the modified version when it's fully upgraded in the next series on the workshop soon, so people can play around a bit. A lot of people have been asking for Jack's Wyvern for a while. I will try and find a version of it from Planet Wars. I know I have a few of them. I do have a few Wyverns stored there, which I might upload onto the workshop soon. Because I know Jack's modified one, we obviously stuck azimuth cannons on it and stuff like this, so it did become quite a feared dropship. Don't know why the landing gear is purple, never going to question that. But that's mostly the set scene behind the scenes for Serenity. So far the series is only planned 4 episodes, so technically we're already halfway through the little mini-series. But then again, I never planned for this to be a big series. Serenity was only meant to be a mini project, and it's serving quite well to be a big project so far. The next episode, episode 3, is going to be titled The Hunt, and it's going to talk about how the Serenity basically hunted down Grand Admiral Jack and Captain Venom after it departed from Task Force Epsilon. For people asking will we see any more of Task Force Epsilon, particularly the Belfast and Vision, we will see those ships again soon in my next series, which I can happily announce will now be called Space Engineers Enigma, aka Planet Wars Season 2. The reason I'm not naming it Planet Wars Season 2 is simply because I don't like the name Planet Wars, and therefore I have a feeling it'd be more poetic and storyful if we actually named it something different. Enigma will consist of 20-minute 10 episodes, so they'll be 20 minutes long and only 10 episodes, spanning over probably late October until January next year, or February, depending on our production schedule. That's kind of how things are going to go. I'm very excited to produce Enigma. We're taking a lot of elements from Halo Wars 2. Obviously, one of the big elements so far is ships are drifting through space, looking for a way home, which is getting pretty cool. I'm enjoying how the Serenity series is going. I know a few of you are enjoying it to have a bit of story time. Also, the key aspect of Serenity is there's a hell of a lot of lore to play with. In the Serenity series, we've unveiled Admiral Adam Williams, who's actually de facto in command of RWI now. We've shown off more ships. We've shown off Cyrus Station, which will play a big part in Space Engineers Redwood whenever I get around to releasing that. Probably not anytime soon. There's a lot of development going into that series. Also, Cyrus Station will play a bit in Discovery and Epsilon, the mini-series as well as Phantom. You're going to see Cyrus Station quite a lot, and now we've unveiled Admiral Adam Williams, you'll see him quite a lot bigger as well. Until we find a voice actor, we'll eventually voice him. So I really want to know what you guys are thinking of Serenity so far. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. Making it is a nice relaxing break for a change. I'm back into story writing now. I'm enjoying it. I've actually started writing Enigma, my next series, and that's going to be quite cool to play with. So guys, I hope you're enjoying the series. We are doing our best to work on it. Sadly, no episode 3 today because I'm currently away. I went away on Thursday/late Wednesday night, so I've had to rush a few things ahead of time. So the next Serenity episode will be next week, and it's going to be titled Episode 3, The Hunt, and it'll feature Serenity talking about how it went along on its own to find Grand Admiral Jack and Captain Venom. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Captain Jack, and I'll see you next time. Leave a like if you're liking the series, and tell me what episodes are your best so far. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.